Welcome to Good Game, the show for gamers, by gamers. I'm Hex.
And I'm Bajo, running a bit late this week thanks to the doctor, but I think we can forgive him for that, Hex.
Yes, so no time for mucking about this week. With Dota 2 finally out of beta, we gave it a go, but we decided to enlist some help since it's such a complex game.
And we're mad noobs.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Plus, we make some tough decisions in The Walking Dead 400 Days.
Good hustle. What happened to I'll cover you?
And Goose sends us another postcard. But before all that, can you guess the game for this week? Dance your way to the news desk, Bajo.
What sort of dance would you like, Hex?
Ooh, 90s hip-hop, please.
90s hip-hop?
It's really good, actually. What was that? Oh, was that MC Hammer? That's more 80s. Wrong decade.
Good game.
Microsoft has undergone a significant reorganization to be better positioned as a devices and services-based company. Various new divisions have been created, but most importantly to gamers, the Devices and Studios Engineering Group will now handle Xbox hardware and software development. The new division is led by Julie Larson-Green, who worked at Microsoft for 20 years and oversaw the launch of Windows 7, as well as various Office products. Second Life creator Linden Labs has acquired the Australian-based digital distribution platform Desura. The Desura service was created as an independent developer-focused platform with an emphasis on allowing for easy access to mods. Linden Labs has stated that the acquisition will not affect the service at all, while their CEO Rod Humble wrote their aim is to create the most open and developer-friendly platform in the world. Justin Carter, a 19-year-old US-based League of Legends player, was arrested and placed in jail for making a terrorist threat earlier this year. The threat Carter made came during an argument with a fellow player on social media. Carter has been in jail since February for the comment, but has recently been released on bail after an anonymous person paid $500,000 bond. Carter is due for sentencing this week and could face 10 years jail if found guilty. And in more positive League of Legends news, the United States government has now officially recognized esports players as professional athletes. After years of lobbying, League of Legends creator Riot Games successfully persuaded the government that professional gaming is a sport. As a result, pro gamers will now be able to easily obtain a visa to travel and work in the United States as part of competitions and tournaments.
Good game.
Last year, Telltale delivered something quite spectacular with their point-and-click adventure game, The Walking Dead. Our opinions of that changed quite dramatically from episode 1 to the later installments.
Yeah, I remember being particularly harsh on that first episode, but it wasn't until we started to see those decisions play out in the future episodes we really found the magic of that game and understand totally why it was many people's Game of the Year.
I'm sorry, Kitty. He's right.
Well, 1 year on, The Walking Dead's first DLC, 400 Days, drops you back into its world of zombies, murderers, and liars.
Looks nice, Boyd.
Thanks.
And challenges you to survive.
You play through 5 bite-sized stories from the zombie apocalypse, each from a different character at different points following the initial zombie outbreak. These short stories refine many of the scenarios we encountered with Lee and Clementine's adventure.
Yeah, and all of the atmosphere and drama from the originals is still there. It's just been distilled into 20-minute chunks.
Back off!
In contrast to Lee's straightforward journey, we get snapshots of each individual's struggle to survive. And instead of having 1 or 2 characters to follow, this time it's the location that's the recurring star.
Yes, Gil's pit stop is central to all of the characters' stories. So it acts as a tool for connecting all the character threads. You get the freedom to play the scenarios in any order, and because they're all so neatly woven together, you'll get to see all the cross-story references no matter how you play.
We never found the other flashlight?
Nope. Still in the cornfield somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, that was a nice touch. I also loved how the pit stop devolved into disrepair as the days went by. It's oddly beautiful. I remember enjoying the artistic style of the original episodes, but I don't remember any beautiful vistas. Here though, particularly in the evening and the night episodes, I was often getting distracted by just how beautiful some of those backdrops were.
I did struggle to connect with some of the characters though, especially these dude bros.
Why is it that you never had a girlfriend again?
Oh, right. Forgot there was more than one reason.
And some of the voice acting was a bit on the rubbish side of things.
Did you see that? I saw it.
I'll admit I was a little bit worried that the length of these stories wouldn't give the writers enough time to develop the characters properly, but I was pleasantly surprised to find they grabbed me straight away.
Fine, be mad. Just stop being a pussy.
There's no mucking about. The stakes escalate really quickly, and in the intensity of it all, you kind of just get dragged along for the ride.
Now what?
I do agree that the voice acting was subpar at times, but there are plenty of great performances mixed in there as well.
You ain't out of the woods yet, I know, but well, you've come a long way, Bonnie. And I'm proud of you.
I think it all should have been a bit better though. This is a game about stories and characters, and they should have just nailed every single one of them. There was one particular conversation, for example, which just went round and about for ages on end, and I found it particularly frustrating because I was already volunteering to help.
Give me the gun. Dude, I'm the one who got us into this. I'm the one who hit him. Should be me going.
Then why did you ask which one of us should go?
It just felt like a stalling tactic to me. It felt cheap when the whole section only takes 20 minutes to complete anyway.
I actually felt the opposite. I mean, if Season 1 taught us anything, it's that you have to really check your surroundings and talk to everyone and make sure you have as much information as possible. So here I kind of felt like I was being bullied into action.
What did Roman want?
I don't know yet.
Are you gonna find out?
Yeah, in a sec.
I mean, can't we all just take a moment to have a conversation and ponder the uncertain future of humanity?
This is meant to be a bridging episode between Series 1 and 2, but it felt like there wasn't much exposition to me. There wasn't enough to really link the two together.
Yeah, and apparently there are meant to be some tie-ins with Season 1, an abandoned vehicle, a familiar face or two, but they must have been well disguised because we didn't see any.
I don't see anything.
Are you sure? Those guys wouldn't just give
I
up.
said I don't see anything.
I mean, if you're going to go to the effort of treating your fans, I would have liked them to just make that a little bit more obvious so that people can actually appreciate it.
Yeah, to be honest, I still find the series to be a bit of a mixed bag. Every time I start to really enjoy a particular moment or scene, some bad dialogue will ruin it, or maybe a frustrating event. Still, I am having much more fun with it than I did originally, and I'm going to give this 7 out of 10 rubber chickens.
I think we have to agree to disagree on this one, Badge. All in all, I thought this was a neat little package that'll remind players exactly what they loved about the original, so I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10 rubber chickens.
Fair enough, Hex. Fair enough.
The first game I really loved was a game called Elite on the Commodore 64. And Elite was this vector graphics game that's a spacefaring game that kind of came out of nowhere. My next door neighbor actually really raved about it and recommended it to me. Before playing that game, typically the games I had played had been simple sprite-based games where you had guys jumping over obstacles or just shooting blobs at each other and whatnot. You play for 2, 4, 5 minutes and then you jump back to the start. This was a game you could play for weeks, even months, and continue playing it. And it was a very deep kind of dogfighting simulation in space, where you also had this space trading element. And in many ways, kind of like GTA, you had this ability to run in with the cops and be a space pirate or a mercenary, and then the cops would try and chase you down, and then you could buy off the cops, or you could fight your way through them. And so it had this very deep sense of you were growing your skills and you were growing this ship that you were building up. And because you could play it for so much longer, it profoundly changed the way you looked at games.
The Nightclub, full of glamorous, sexy people, all crammed together in one small space, lining up to buy expensive drinks and you know, listening to the same music again and again, and oh, this is rubbish. You'd prefer to play video games. See, that's much better. Through the magic of video games, we're still able to visit these hip and happening hangouts, and all without the worry of fitting a dress code or being on a door list. Strutting into one of these virtual night spots, it's instantly obvious why they make such exciting video game locations. Funneling you through a dark corridor sets up the scene as bass vibrates the walls, and you push your way past cliched characters like the tough bouncer, stumbling drunk, or the flirty waitress.
Excuse me. There's a 1 bottle minimum.
And all of this works up to the big reveal. Suddenly there's a sensory overload of sights and sounds. Flashing lights, lasers, smoke machines. It's all very disorienting and at the same time exhilarating. plush, roped-off areas are filled with swanky socialites, neon-lit bars are stocked full of fragile glassware, and characters float in and out of the shadows from the side rooms or the karaoke lounges. Then, of course, there's the music. Oh, I love this song. Unlike the moody scores that accompany other dramatic game locations, the Nightclub has the advantage of using real-world dance tracks that players might even recognize. Everything from dreamy dance anthems to the obligatory ear-bleeding dubstep. And this leads to one of video games' strangest phenomenons, character dance animations. Eventually, all this energy will boil over into some sort of inevitable conflict. Okay, time to go. And as nightclubs are the favourite hangout for every kind of crooked underworld figure, it's usually not long before thugs, goons, and the occasional bystander find themselves hitting the dance floor for all the wrong reasons. Once the general public makes for the exits, you can actually see the layout of a nightclub serves as a great area for shootouts. There's plenty of waist-high bars to duck behind, VIP balconies to spy down from, or just take to the stage for a glorious standoff.
Okay.
So whether you're there to meet an anonymous contact, chase down a fleeing snitch, or just bump and grind with some of the locals, nightclubs are without a doubt some of the loudest and most colourful levels we've ever queued up to get into. Oh no, I'm on the list! Nightclubs, the trendiest hangout in a video game.
Thanks, Goose. Defense of the Ancients 2, or Dota 2, has been in beta of what feels like a billion years, but now the game has finally come out, so we thought we'd check it out.
Yes, and to be honest, while we have dabbled in MOBA games in the past, we're far from experts, so we decided to bring in a friend and an expert to show us the ropes.
It's ABC LAN party time.
MOBA stands for Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. It's the genre that games like League of Legends and Dota fall into, which is getting 5 players, 5 heroes in an arena and just battling it out for victory. It's just one map, but there are so many heroes in it with so many different builds.
Which hero do I pick?
You have your items, you have your different skills that you need to use, and you have your different roles to fulfill in a really short amount of time. Coming in fresh to the game, as long as you follow the guides, you read up on the basic mechanics and the basic controls, the tutorial for it, which is compulsory for every new Steam account, is great.
In Dota, 2 teams face each other across a vast battlefield.
Hey Goose, I brought my lucky mouse pad.
Witcher 2, Geralt, nice, but Han Solo mousepad. That one in from home too.
See, he's your special man.
Good luck, mousepad.
I would say it's so popular because there's a huge element of team play in it, so you want to get all your friends into it, you want to play together. There's a lot of communication that goes into it, as well as a lot of action and a lot of back and forth between 2 teams.
Did you clean my screen, Goose? Mr. Spot. Do you want to give us a run through on before I hit start on the difference between carriers and support?
Yeah, sure. So you have your support heroes, who I guess can be akin to healers or initiators, guys that are going to help you win your team fights and win your overall game. They're going to help the carry get gold enough to get the items and levels he needs to be able to win the game for you later on. There's a deny mechanic in Dota 2, which means you can actually kill your own creep, your little minions that run around. You want to kill them before the enemy kills them, so you deny them their gold.
Oh, wow, okay.
So you sort of have to manage, it's called last hitting. So you have to last hit their creep to get the gold, and at the same time you have to be watching your own creep to make sure you kill them so your enemy gets less gold.
Okay. So how many carriers and how many support should we have?
Typically you don't need about 1 support. You need about 2 or so carries. You want an initiator, who's the guy that runs in and starts the team fight.
Right.
And you want a tanky guy, so a guy that comes in, he tanks and absorbs all the damage, so to make sure your carries don't die.
Okay.
I feel like that should be you.
Shotgun nut.
Alright, well I think I'm gonna go Luna.
Awesome.
Because she's Scottish.
What's the guy I like? He has
Beat
an
that guy.
No, he had an eye patch and a gun.
A sniper?
Yes. There he is. There he is. Oh, look, he's a gnome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
So if I'm Doom, what should I be doing?
You're all carries, which is great.
Okay. So just get in there and
Yeah,
PvP
I mean,
and...
I mean, this happens a lot in pub games. You just go in and everyone's a carry, and you're all just trying to do massive damage to each other.
That sounds fun. All right,
nice.
Him.
First blood. Dead. Already dead.
So you want to buy some stuff? Press shop. Press shop. Press shop.
I feel so lame, just like hanging back. I'm this big beastie demon guy with a sword.
That's the biggest issue with this game is you feel so redundant.
So what's the main plan of attack in like this early game? What should we be doing right
you want
now?
to be last hitting their creep and denying them your creep. You're trying to get gold and you're trying to get experience quicker than them. So
I just feel bad killing my own guys.
We're dead again.
Yeah, well, you know, you gotta make sacrifices.
Oh, I'm dead again.
So what you really don't want to be doing is just standing there hitting their creep, because then you push your creep forward into their tower. See, like where you are now, because there's 3 of you there, so you're gonna push forward naturally, right? And you're gonna die.
He's chasing me!
Oh my god, run! I'm watching yours.
Oh no! He's almost got me!
If you turn your...
He's gone. Update, guys. Bottom tower. Doing all right. Doing all right.
So you want to run back a little bit.
Get behind Marjo.
Yeah, let's just hang here until the creeps go.
You're gonna die. All right, guys. I think it would take a break with the practice there. Never seen a 35-0 loss.
If you were to give us one bit of advice for when we go live in a few minutes, what would that be?
Definitely hang back a bit more.
Okay.
Don't be too gung-ho.
Calm down, guys.
We don't need to. It's their towers, right? Because I find we kind of were pushing the towers a lot, but we shouldn't do that at all. We should really just stay right back and let them come to ours.
I guess eventually, when you're high enough level, towers won't be that much of a challenge. It'll barely scratch your hero. Yeah. So the main idea of this game is still to level up your hero, level up as a team, fulfill your roles, and you'll win anyway.
Should we do a hands in and take this online?
All right.
Go team!
Good game, team.
We're doomed.
Woo!
Win.
Pumped. I think I'm going to stick with Luna because what little knowledge I learned of my character, I can hopefully try and harness in this online match and unleash the power of the moon.
I'm definitely going to stick with Doom because he looks intimidating.
have no
the Dota
idea.
network just went down.
I don't think it can handle that many losses.
Oh! Fighting server, it's on!
Oh, it's on! Oh, yeah, it's ready. Accept.
Actually, Hex should go mid.
Hex mid?
She's Luna.
Should I team up with Goose and we'll go south again? Because that worked so well last time. Should we do that?
Yeah, let's do it again.
Okay.
So someone should be support, really.
Can I be the Dragon Knight?
Okay, I'll play support. You guys play carries.
Can you imagine if we did win this?
That would be pretty
So
epic.
cool.
It's like, you guys, can you imagine if we
We could do this.
I'm sure...
False hope.
Kill the tree
Radiant's
guy.
bottom tower is
Kill the
under
tree
attack.
guy.
Let's get his friend.
Hit him.
Yeah.
Come back, Badger, come back.
There you go.
Trying to run now.
Run.
I'm out.
Okay, we're out of creeps.
No, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die!
Dire's middle tower has
Look
fallen.
at this.
Mid-tower update, we've taken it down.
Hey, nice.
All right.
There is only death here.
There is only death.
Oh, look, he's
So,
down again.
I've never actually gotten this far before. What happens when you take a tower down? Do you keep pushing forward? What happens?
Be careful.
Go to someone else's lane and
Yeah, I
help
can
them.
see that. We need more
Really?
creeps.
Come to top, yeah,
Come to top.
All right, top.
Come back. Come back.
I'm back.
Don't follow him.
I'm
Come
here.
back. No, come back.
Kill him.
I'm here.
Kill him.
I'm here.
Come to where I am.
Where are you?
Got another kill.
Oh, there. Oh.
All right, we can push forward. There's no one here. Push.
Okay,
Go,
go.
go, go,
Hex,
go,
push,
go,
push,
go,
push.
go, go.
No, we need to go.
Dire's top tower
Terrible.
is
Don't
under
charge.
attack.
tower.
No, okay. Back.
Die.
Dire's
Oh, this is very stressful, but I'm
What's
enjoying
more
it.
important, boots or a helmet or... Get boots, my friend.
Like Goose is just shopping over there. Guys, should I get shoes or a hat?
Doesn't matter.
I already have boots, so...
Guys, we're winning. Do you realize what's going on? We're winning!
Oh my God.
We're winning! We're winning! To the tower. Run back, Hex. Run back. Hex, run back. Hex, run back.
So sorry.
Wait, should I head to bottom as well? Toby, advice?
So, yeah, come to bottom. We're pushing bottom.
Somebody did order pizza, right? Did we just...
Pizza is coming.
Okay, great.
Tower's going down, guys.
Crisis averted.
Hit that tower.
Hey, dragon. You're a dragon.
I am doing well as a dragon. Just putting it out there. They had no idea.
This tower is going down. It's going down. It's down!
Come here for mana. Hooray!
Oh no! Oh no!
Attack the creep archer.
Help
Push
me.
it us.
Help me. What happened? Oh God!
We left Goose behind.
Oh no, Goose, where are you?
Guys!
Get the guy. Get the guy.
I must steal that kill.
Yay! Bajo got it.
Oh, dominating!
Good job.
Down, tower down!
See, and this is the ancient. We're killing it right now. Guys.
Oh my God, we are killing the ancient.
Goose, you're killing the whole thing.
Sorry.
Oh God.
Oh, they're here.
In charge.
Oh, we should watch out for them.
Radiant victory.
Oh wow!
The happiest moment of my life.
Radiant victory.
Yes, let's just forget that one of them disconnected and enjoy the win.
Check that scoreboard.
Oh.
I'm at the bottom.
Oh, I got a kill. I didn't even notice.
10 denies, Goose. I think, is that
He has 0 denies.
10 assists.
21 luck.
Oh, there's 0 denies, Goose.
Oh, I didn't quite get my head around that concept. I'll be honest.
Well, Toby, could you maybe give us an overview of how you felt that match went? How you think we did?
Oh yeah, it was definitely great. Huge improvement, guys. We definitely pulled it through at the end there. And after that guy disconnected, we definitely had the advantage.
Forget about that.
Hex, how do you feel you went?
I really feel like I took on the critiques from the previous round and I learned, so I hung back a lot more. I tried to kill my little minions just before they died, and I only had 2 deaths, and I think that's a massive improvement, personally. I mean, to toot my own moon horn, but...
Toot away. What about you, Goose?
I thought it was okay actually. Teaming up with just one other person in the lane sort of taught me a lot of how to hang back, because I feel like the first match we were all just powering forward and that led to our, our demise. But it was quite cool just sort of working on one lane, and then once everyone did the same thing together, we all teamed up at the end for that glorious victory.
I think I definitely got my head around the PvP a little bit more towards the end when there were more people around, because we were just getting smashed so hard at the top there. But I found those teleport scrolls just... bam, suddenly you're in the action. I didn't realize how valuable they were, so I stocked up on a couple of those to help get around.
It's really quite terrifying when you see someone teleport into your area and you're like, oh God, no.
Yeah, and I found myself getting trapped in silence so much, just like trapped in these weird mine-looking things. Like,
great feeling taking down a tower though, that's awesome.
Totally.
Nasty, how do you feel we performed as a team, and what do you think about that?
Well, I was mainly with Goose most of the game in the bottom lane, and he performed incredibly well. I managed to steal most of his kills, which was wrong, considering I was meant to be supporting him. But I was so surprised. You guys, Steph took the tower down like at around, 8-9 minutes in the middle, which is no easy feat.
An excellent moment.
So should we jump on a Russian server now and see how we go?
Where is that pizza we ordered?
I think it's time for pizza.
Agreed.
Oh, well. Delicious. Well, I actually had a great time with Dota 2, and to be honest, Hex, I didn't think I would.
Playing with friends is definitely the key, and while I don't think this will become part of my permanent recreational games list because of the amount of time I would need to devote to it, I'm still riding the high of our win, and I want to try more heroes.
Yeah, me too. What I especially liked was how after each round I could see areas where I needed to improve, but it was actually achievable, and that's a really good sign. What I liked most, though, was actually seeing how much Dirt Nasty and Toby love this game.
Yeah, Dota 2 players really show a passionate love for the game, and it's easy to see why. It's just such a carefully well-made strategy game.
Good game.
So did you guess the game?
for this week.
That was meant to be 90s hip-hop. It was Beatmania, first released in Japan in 1997. You played as the ultimate club DJ, and it was your job to entertain and win praise from the crowd. Although it wasn't the very first rhythm game, it's often credited with starting the whole rhythm fad. And it's our Guess the Game in honour of Goose's trip to the nightclub.
Next week is virtual reality finally here. We check out the Oculus Rift.
And Gratis Gaming is back as we unleash War Thunder.
And a big thanks to everyone who came and saw our panel at PAX on the weekend. We enjoyed answering your questions very much.
Here's a few highlights. Until next time, may all your games be good ones. Hex out.
Bajo out.
You know, I go to PAX East and PAX Prime and PAX Australia, and these are great because they're events that where gamers go. They're not like a typical trade show where it's just about the industry interacting with each other. It's actually the customer, the player.
Thank you for coming. I'm surprised anyone wants to ever talk to me in general, but you're all here to talk to us.
Australia is fantastic. This is a little bit rainy in Melbourne. Apart from that, everything is perfect.
Found that now that gaming is essentially kind of your job, has it really affected how fun it is for you?
It's even more fun. we're just exposed to all these, we were just about this the other day, all these genres, you know. Like, I've never played JRPGs until I started on the show, really, or I never enjoyed them, and now I've kind of found love with that, and I always kind of like racing games, but now I'll happily sit down with Forza and play that for 4 days straight, you know.
There's something kind of wonderful about the occasional lucky dip as well. That was my experience with Journey. It was just a code that I put in, and suddenly I was in the game, and that experience for me was just unbelievable.
How do you feel, Jen?
Really stressful. Pretty good.
And they game as part of just the natural social interaction that they're doing. How do you think that might develop?
At 30, 35, people are growing up with some really quality games that they are the norm now. It's not strange.
When I started playing games, it was just words. It wasn't even words with friends, it was just words on your own. Just typing "Go West."
You have to fill out in a form, what do you do for a living? And I don't want to put television, so I just put video game reviewer. And they're like, oh yeah, it's a cool job. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. And they're like, you don't look like you play video games. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to look like?
I always write dinosaur expert.
That is just reckless gangster.
More like to see more esports coming to Australia. What are your thoughts?
Esports is always tough because it's such an intense thing that these people do, these esports. It's a proper sporting thing, and they're so hard to shoot as well.
They are. That's what I was going to say. It's actually, we would love to do more esports. I'm just say that, we would. The trouble is, as a core gamer playing that game, you understand what's going on. But you've got to remember this is a national program, and a lot of people out there don't. So how are we going to explain what's actually happening in the game?
But Bajo discovered that the headphones have a voice modifier on them as well, so he generally switches over to some kind of incredible troll voice. He can't think of what to say instantly, so just says, "Are you having a nice day?" If you hear someone ask you that in an incredible gruff voice, that's him. You just run.
I like the way you guys are, playing a zombie game and you're fighting other players with a machete. You guys are jerks.
What does zombies
What are you playing at the moment?